Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here, my name is Karen Cesario Rizzo, and this is Lights Up with Coach Care. I'm a Lightworker and an Empath. I'm an author, a certified spiritual life coach, certified relationship, health and wellness coach, and Reiki practitioner. I work with energies, angels and spirit guides, divine beings, and my higher self, a trusted resource. I'm a channeler, a healer, a messenger, and an intuitive. All right, this week's topic, trust the divine guidance that comes from within. It's divine, you know. All right, so to go along with this amazing topic this week, I'd like to share a personal experience of divine guidance in my life. Now, this experience still has some of my friends and family scratching their heads, truly. But it's the perfect example of trusting your inner guidance, that divine voice, that divine force within each of us. So without going too back into the story, I'm just going to hit the important points. I do have a regular job outside this channel, as many of us do. Since I was a kid, I've wanted to work for a healthcare organization. I didn't want to be a nurse only because I just couldn't bear needles. I'm administrative, typing in shorthand, but for most of my career, working for a healthcare organization has been my dream. I've tried so many years, and then I finally gave up and moved forward to a very successful administrative career in corporate. I'm an empath, so I am a fabulous executive assistant, if I do say so myself. I've always been the bridge, the timekeeper, the air traffic controller for executives. But whenever I would visit a hospital or even drove past one, I just couldn't catch my breath. I literally felt the energy pulling me so strong it made me cry. I just wanted in. I just wanted to help others and be a part of it. I just didn't know how. Please let me in. I just want in. All right, we're going to leave that there. All right, so again, I'm not going to go into my 40 years of my resume, but this particular time I was working an administrative job for a pharmaceutical company. I was grateful, of course, but again, I knew I was being pulled somewhere else. I just couldn't understand what was going on. I'd cry in the parking lot. I just felt this feeling in my stomach and my solar plexus that I was supposed to be somewhere else. I'd come into work and find pennies at my desk. A lot. I'm not even kidding you. I knew my angels were at work. I literally felt this energetic pull every single day. It literally was all consuming. It was making me nuts. What were they doing, and when were they going to let me in on it? All right, so long story short, I was led to a want ad for an administrative assistant nearly like 7 minutes from my home, this other job. Okay, so it was a 3-month contract position filling in for maternity leave. The name of the organization wasn't listed as it was through an agency. I filled out the application, attached my resume, and then I get a call. The recruiter says, "Oh, this is a great fit. Your pharmaceutical background is a plus." I'm like, huh? She then tells me the name of the organization. Yep, it's a hospital, healthcare organization that I had been dreaming of working at for as long as I could remember. I even applied to this one several times, truly. Again, I go in for an interview with the director, and it went very well. As she walks me out, the expectant mother, the secretary, says to me, "Are you sure you want this job? It's only 3 months." I looked at her and smiled, and I said, "I have faith." She kind of looked at me, and I swear she must have thought I was nuts. I may have thought I was nuts too at that point, but I just knew what I knew. All right, now keep in mind, this is a 3-month contract job through a temp agency with no benefits. I left a full-time job with benefits for a 3-month contract job with no benefits. So you know what a contract job is, right? It's a temp job. A temp job. It's crazy, right? But I did it. The only ones I told were my 2 best friends, who they love me dearly. And I know they were wondering, oh, what the heck is Karen doing now? Because that's me. I listened to my inner guidance, which to others sometimes seemed crazy. But they trusted me, and they trusted that I trusted the divine voice. So, of course, they supported me. To be honest, I never told my family the truth at that point. I didn't want them to worry. I was worried enough for everybody, and I couldn't explain the divine guidance to them at the time. They would have freaked out. So I start this contract temp job Well, so they figured since I'm here for 3 months, they're going to put me on a project. A few months go by, and then I get word that the new mom was returning to her job. I'm like, oh no, now what? I was still sure that I was supposed to be at this organization, but they kept me on the project. The agency gave me end dates for this contract job 6 different times. 6 different times I was pulled back at the last hour. One time it was literally 10 minutes before I was supposed to be done with this. They pulled me back. One of the reasons I think they kept me on was this wonderful woman I worked with taught me pivot tables when I started this project. So if you don't know what a pivot table is, it's a function within Microsoft Excel that's highly advanced that most admins don't know. It's like an accounting thing, for real. It's kind of icky. I don't know. I've been an admin for over 40 years at that point, and I have been afraid of pivot tables my entire career. But she pushed me to learn, and learn I did. So they kept me on as a temp to run these special reports. That included, these frickin' pivot tables. I knew her pushing me was the reason they kept me on, one of the reasons. She knows who she is, and she knows how grateful I am for this push. We talk about it often. She made me go deeper. I was so scared, but I did it. I just knew I was supposed to be there permanently. I felt it so strongly, and I kept applying internally as my family still didn't know I was a temp and had no insurance. The pull was so strong, all I could do was pray. It was so strong, I was crying. I just couldn't figure out why I was interviewing within the company for other positions, and nothing was working out. One day I went to lunch. I was sitting in my car crying. I just knew I was supposed to be there. Why do I feel like this and nothing is working out? I go back into the office, back to my desk, and I get a message from the admin. Are you back from lunch yet? Can you come meet me in the conference room? She proceeds to tell me that she's moving to Texas with her husband. She hasn't told anyone, but our shared boss that very morning. The job will be available. I applied and I got it. Amazing company, amazing job, amazing benefits. That was nearly 5 years ago. And last year, I got an amazing promotion. Yes, here I am at this healthcare organization that I've wanted to be part of my entire life. I'm so happy there. I literally thank God and the universe every single day. The job is a dream. 7 minutes from home and now as remote as suits me. I've been through several new bosses, and the universe has blessed me with each one. The biggest blessing is my current one. She encourages me, pushes me to take bigger leaps when I'm scared, helps me grow stronger, and is my biggest supporter, especially with this YouTube channel. I thought I was a badass until I met her. She's the baddest of the badasses, and she makes me stronger every day. I know she's listening to this now, and I want to thank her again as I do every single day. Thank you. As I tell you every day, you make me better, a better version of myself every single day. When I told the story to a friend of mine, he said, "Wow, that was a crapshoot." And I said, "Nope, faith." He said, "Crapshoot." I said, "Faith." My point to sharing this story with you today is this. The universe knows what we don't know. I know it seems literally crazy that I did this. Talk about a leap of faith. I had no reason to ever think this would turn out this way, except the beautiful divine guidance within me. I just knew and I trusted the guidance. I really had nothing else to go by, just faith. This is a true story. Those that know me know this really happened. I took a leap of faith that can only be credited to divine guidance. Even though others may not understand your divine guidance, you understand it. You can't explain it to anyone, you just know. Don't worry about what others think when you make a decision based on that divine guidance. Everyone is on a different path. Everyone is on their own journey. Don't listen to the noise outside of yourself, to others' fears, to others' worries. Stay aligned, feel, listen, and follow your internal guidance. I know the hardest part is trusting that divine guidance. Faith is hard and it does take practice. Once you do this, keep that faith. Surrender, knowing you are not in control. You're part of a bigger picture, though. Just do your part. Trust, learn, stay the course. Don't give up. And don't be afraid of pivots. See what I did there? Just remember the bigger picture is already laid out. You're going to find out the reason later when you're supposed to know. The real test is keeping the faith, surrendering to the process, not letting anyone else's opinion scare you into doubting your divine guidance. This is manifestation, my friend, and it's all divine timing. This is the law of attraction, for real. I'm being shown an orchestra. God, the universe, our higher power, is the conductor. The conductor keeps the beat. He fights the group's influence and keeps the music moving at a steady pace, guiding the musicians. You're part of that orchestra. So many are a part of the orchestra, the manifestation. Each is an instrument, and when the conductor points his baton, it's your turn to play. Be patient, trust the conductor, and let the universe lead you to your beautiful crescendo. Deafening applause that never dies down. And guess what? The universe performs limitless encores. Relax and enjoy each new performance, and you're part of the beautiful, never-ending symphonies of your life. Okay, that is the channeled message today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope something resonated with you today. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. It's so important to share and subscribe to this if this speaks to you. If you haven't yet, please do. If you'd like more information on setting up coaching sessions with me or any of the other services I offer, my email address is listed in the description box below. Thank you so much for tuning in today. And remember, keep those beautiful lights shining brightly. Lights up.